Welcome back. We have enlisted the aid of this Quarian, Talizora Naraya, who found some evidence to link Saren to the Geth, which is very useful to us. And of course, we must present this evidence to the Council, so hopefully this time they'll be willing to revoke his Spectre status.
So much empty space. 1,000 of my people could live here and hardly even see each other.
Just some general chatter, like Ashley and Caden did when you talk to them in various areas. They will comment on those areas. So now she's commenting on the Citadel. Her species were driven into exile by the Geth, and they basically live on a huge fleet of ships. I think there's like 17 million of them left in total. And since they all live on these ships, they live in very close quarters. That's why she says that.
They built a lake on a space station. I can't even imagine the resources needed to maintain it.
One thing you might notice about the Quarians is that they have kind of interesting lower legs. They also have 3 toes. The tiny toe on the side of the foot is often forgotten by fan artists. They also have 3 fingers. There are multiple species like that. I think the Volus and the Turians also only have 3 fingers. Anyway, let's head for the tower once again. Speak to the Council.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time?
Or we could talk to this guy. Samesh Bhatia. Seems to be Indian. Let's see what he wants.
Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime.
Wait, the 212? Your wife was serviceman Nirali Bhatia. I'm Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. I served in her unit.
Chief Williams, it is a pleasure. Nirali spoke of you with great respect.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Mr. Bhatia. Nirali was a good woman. What can we do for you?
I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
And now you see the real reason why I put Ashley back in my squad here. Because I knew she had some special dialogue here regarding to this guy's wife.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
Well, they must have some kind of reason. I guess we'll have to find out what's going on.
We'll look into it.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral, and the respect she deserves.
Okay, well I guess we can put Saren on hold for a moment. I mean, it's not like lives are in danger or anything. Yeah, that's another RPG logic thing, is you can be on something that ostensibly is on a time limit, and yet still drop everything to go and help the rest of the universe with their problems. Without any ill effects. While I'm here, I might as well look for some keepers to scan. I know there's one in here. See, now we're getting 50 credits rather than 30 for doing that, because we are a higher level than when we started the scanning keepers quests. Wait, that's where we came from. I don't think there's any keepers here. Nope. I don't think his dialogue changes, regardless of whether or not you've been to the council. I know there's a keeper around here somewhere. Let's do that first. Oh wait, I remember. Actually, you're in my way. Behind here is a balcony with a keeper at the end. I don't think this area serves any other purpose. It's only there for you to scan a keeper. And apparently this guy that was standing here is the person we need to talk to regarding Samesh Bhatia's wife.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Stop stealing corpses. It's a bit crass. Well, most of the Renegade options are, actually. Essentially, the way Renegade and Paragon is set up in this game, you have a choice between being either really nice or a complete arse.
Yes. A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
So they're running tests on her, I suppose?
You're studying her injuries to learn more about Geth weaponry.
The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
That may be, but it isn't really fair on the family. Still, let's find out a bit more about what they're doing before we make a decision.
How long do you think the research is going to take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
Great.
You've got to have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in good enough condition to study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable sample size.
When will this research result in actual new technology?
If we're lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
In other words, nothing that's going to happen that's going to help us during this mission. We can actually choose to resolve this by letting him keep the body and then telling Mr. Bartaj what's actually going on. But I'm actually on his side. I think this is a bit insensitive, especially because they didn't actually tell him what was going on.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I'm out there fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
We got 8 Paragon points for doing that. And of course this is also listed among our assignments. Citadel Homecoming is the name of this assignment. And we now must inform Mr. Bhatia about our results to complete this assignment. I don't know if this is gonna cause any problems down the line, not in this game and not in Mass Effect 2, but well, there's still a third game yet to be released as of this recording. So maybe I'm doing myself no favors by not letting the military experiment on this guy.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
Samesh, I don't know if this helps, but your wife, Nirali, loved you very much. She missed your cooking, and she played recordings of you every night before she went to sleep.
I know, Miss Williams. But thank you. It's nice to hear it again.
I feel like we did a good deed. Anyway, we were on our way to the tower. Where we have to present the evidence that Tali found. I don't think there's any keepers around here that I haven't already scanned. Do I have enough points yet to deal with this? I might. Let's see.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
Yes, I have sufficient points. So I can use the charm option here.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness?
The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentient races.
The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society's laws.
This one hears wisdom. Perhaps enthusiasm has clouded judgment in this matter. This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
That took care of it, and he's vanished. Now the thing is, you need to talk to the CSEC officer to finish this mission. And I have, on one of my playthroughs in this game, actually forgotten to do that. And then there's a glitch that the CSEC officer will be gone next time you visit the Presidium, so you cannot finish the mission. Which is kind of annoying.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
Tell them how you had some random bystander doing your job. He gave us some money and some Omnigel. I haven't yet explained what Omnigel is for. And I will whenever it actually becomes important. In other news, I think I have solved the overheating weapons glitch. So that will hopefully make my fights a bit easier and prevent me from having to save and reload quite so often. Let's just hope the glitch doesn't reoccur. Curse of the Let's Plays and all.
I'm gonna enjoy the look on the Council's face when they see evidence they can't just ignore.
If the evidence is worth trying to kill me for, I hope it is sufficient to motivate the Council.
Indeed, hopefully it will be. Otherwise, we're back to square one. And fresh out of Leeds. Well, I suppose we could still talk to Bar Levon. But if it's all the same to you, I'd rather be done with this. Alright. Let's head back to the council. One consequence of my fixing the overheating weapons bug might be that I may be level capped at level 50 again. When you first play the game, you cannot get higher than level 50, and you need to unlock some achievements to get beyond that point. And the way I fixed the bug may have reset that, but I wouldn't normally get much higher than level 50 anyway, so it's not a major problem. Certainly not as big a problem as having your weapons get stuck at overheated.